Hello learners, I am Dr. Damandeep Kaur, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Education at the BHOPAL School of Social Sciences. So in today's module, I'll be talking about set induction skill. You know that set induction skill is very important skill in micro teaching skills, and this skill is very important to introduce a new topic in the class. Okay, and I tell you, it is also known as skill of introduction. Now, it is used for introducing the topic to the students in the class. And one thing I would like to share with you students, when a teacher enters the class, she doesn't have to disclose the topic immediately. She has to keep some little suspense in the class, okay? And I'll tell you how you can do this and how you can make your class interesting. Okay, so what is really happening in this skill? We are trying to link the previous knowledge with the new knowledge, okay? So it's not that students are blank. They are not empty vessels. They already have learned some concepts in their previous classes. They are aware about some concepts, so we cannot say them they are at zero. When they are getting promoted to other next classes, so they have some basic information about each and every topic. So it's very important to connect the students what they already know to the new topic. So let's another important information I would like to give you. Now, this is going to be practiced by the pupil teacher. Okay. Now, the practice duration for this skill is 5 to 6 minutes. To practice this skill, a pupil teacher has to first of all understand these components and try to incorporate all these components while practicing the skill. So let's know more about these components. The first component is use of previous knowledge. The second component is use of appropriate devices or techniques. The third component is maintenance of continuity. And the fourth one is create interest. And the fifth one is proper time management. Okay, let's know all these components in details. The first component which I told you is use of previous knowledge. So here pupil teacher should connect the students' previous experiences or learnings with the present topic. So here always remember, as I told you, they already know something. So they are aware about their surroundings, the previous concepts. So we should move from or start from known facts to the unknown facts. I would like to give you an example. Suppose you have taken a topic for teaching as environment. Okay, now for teaching this topic, okay, what can be the previous knowledge of the students? Yeah, you can think that they are already aware about the concept of plants, water, air. So you can start relating with these known facts and then move to the unknown facts, environment. Next component is use of appropriate devices or techniques. So what are these devices or techniques? Let's know about it. Yes, we can use some examples, we can tell a story, we can share some incidents. Yes, a teacher can also use some audio-visual aids. Yes, field visits can also be organized, and introductory questions can be framed. I'll give you some examples like now if the subject is computer and the topic is ICT. So in this, a teacher can, grab the interest of the students by sharing some known facts which they already know. So she can give some examples of technological devices and like smart boards and smart tables. She can make them identify these objects. She can talk about these objects. Yeah. Next example I would like to give, like for the subject mathematics. If the topic is geometry, a teacher can, even demonstrate 3D geometrical shapes. Next, to teach the topic rectangular surface, a teacher can connect the class, with the surroundings or the things which the students are using in their everyday life, and they know about them. So like the lunchbox, the papers they use for writing. So this is how a teacher is trying to connect with the topic, okay, by using these techniques or devices. Yeah, storytelling. I know you all like to listen to the stories, and yes, when you want to connect to the topic, you want to create interest in the class, how it is possible? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Like for example, now for the subject commerce, if teacher wants to teach the topic cash transactions, she can narrate a story of barter system in the early days. Like it was started way back in 6000 BC, and people believe that this concept was first used by Mesopotamia tribes. And what they used to do, they used to, exchange goods for goods, like apples for the animals, grains for the, some fruits. So this is how, we can create interest for the topic, and we can talk about, we can relate to the topic. Oh yeah, yeah, I know you like, for another interesting example I would like to give for the incidents. You're all aware about the, gravitational law, and this was given by the great scientist Newton. Okay, now we can share this incident in the class, like how he got an idea. It started with when he was sitting under the apple tree, the apple fell down. So he went back home and he started throwing everything in the kitchen, upwards. Then everything was falling down. Okay, and this is how he, started thinking about this force, that is the force of gravity, and he's given the law of gravitation. So this is how you can create interest. So teacher can bring some concrete objects in the class and try to throw them and see how students are reacting to it. So instead of directly talking about the topic in the class, okay, today we are going to study about gravitational law, let's try to create that interest and inquisitiveness in the students. Let them think, let them discover the things. Okay, so that's the right way. And further, field visits, like you can think like if you can arrange some field visits as per the resources available or as per the topic which you are teaching. Like for the subject English, if you are teaching a poem based on nature, okay, so you can think of planning a visit to the garden so that they can connect to the nature, and they will enjoy that the poem which is written by the poet. Okay, so this can be the techniques which a teacher, pupil teacher can think of and incorporate in the model lesson plan. Yes, now we know some techniques and the ways to introduce a topic. Okay, yes, the essential component is maintenance of continuity. And there should be a chain of continuity, and teachers try to follow a logical sequence. Okay, so all the parts of the introductory micro lesson should be related to each other. And if she is making students to observe something and then she's putting some questions, so questions should also be related to each other. Yes, so whatever a pupil teacher is doing, she's doing so that she can create an interest in the class. Yeah, So students should be ignited to learn, to know more about the topic, and yes, and this is the time where we can say that yes, students are ready to gain the new information. And yes, we can also understand this, like if students are responding to your questions, they are asking some more questions. So we at that point of time we can say that yes, pupil teacher is getting successful in creating interest in the class. Yeah, proper time management. Time is very valuable, and pupil teacher is going to practice this. Okay, and the time which is effective time is 5 to 6 minutes, and she has to introduce the topic within this time limit. Okay, avoid dragging this introduction part. See, if you see in we are going to talk about a new topic, so the introductory part should be very little. It should not be dragged unnecessarily. So we just try to connect the students' previous knowledge to the new topic. Okay. Now next comes, like I was talking about some introductory questions. So with the help of this micro lesson plan, I'll let you know what are these introductory questions. So this is the model lesson, micro lesson plan for class 9, subject science, and the topic that the teacher wants to introduce in the class is water as universal solvent. So we believe that the previous knowledge of the student at this point of time, they are aware about the nimbus cloud, they know the rain, the surface water, they know about solute and solvent. All right. So yeah, as we know, when we talk about the model lesson plan, so yeah, pupil teacher will be doing some activities, students will be also doing some activity, and on the third column we'll be writing about some components, what components we are using. Okay, so it will start with, yes, good morning dear students, it is a beautiful day. I know you all like to look at the sky and observe the moving clouds. All right, so what does rain cloud or nimbus cloud bring on the earth? Teacher can ask this question. So yeah, on the other side, students are going to respond. Yeah, they will greet the teacher and they may answer. This is an expected answer that brings water and result to downpour. Then the next question, in introductory question, teacher can ask how much surface of the earth is covered with water. So the expected answer can be approximately 71% of the earth's surface is covered with water. So the component used here is previous knowledge. Now, like here a teacher is demonstrating an interesting activity of mixing salt and water to form a solution. So, and she can tell the students to observe this and give your responses. So yes, students at this point of time are going to observe what the teacher is doing. So here teacher is using some appropriate devices or techniques. She's using these objects, to create the interest in the class. Now when the students are doing observation, she can ask some questions like which substance got dissolved in water. So students will answer, yeah, expected answers can be salt. So sodium chloride got dissolved in water. Then which substance remains as liquid? Water remains as liquid. So which substance is solute? Yes, as they are already aware about this, so they can answer it's salt. So this, we can say the students are responding, teacher is asking question, and it is creating interest in the class. They are eager to know what the teacher is going to teach us today. Okay, so which substance is solvent? Yeah, they will answer water. Okay, so now tell me which properties of water make it as universal solvent. Now this is a harder question, and this question, the last question, we always try to give a bit difficult question so that we can connect to the topic here, and we expect the students will not be able to answer. And here we will we're going to introduce a topic. As I said, we are going to create a suspense in the class and will not be disclosing the topic in the beginning. Okay, so now you can see the last component is the time management. So it is the pupil teacher should be able to cover up this presentation within the prescribed time of 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so last statement of aim will be, so today students will learn about the properties of water as universal solvent. Yeah, thank you my dear students. I hope you have understood the topic. Okay, in today's module, I'll cover up the topics at induction skill and its components. And we also understood the introductory questions with the help of a model lesson plan. I hope you are going to practice this and become a perfect teacher. Stay tuned. Thank you.